What's going on, everyone? Today we were able to reach top 25 in the world by using this ZWEILOUS team. This Pokemon is honestly, I think, very underrated right now. It's a Pokemon that has a lot of offensive pressure, but it's not as squishy as some dragons like Shadow Dragonair or Shadow Dragonite. It's a Pokemon that has some bulk to it, but it has a lot of offensive pressure, and it pairs very well with Quagsire as well as Unova and Stunfisk. Let's get into the battles and see what this Pokemon can do. Alright, we got a battle ZWEILOUS into a Fortress. Okay. Not a great lead. It could be on Volt Switch, but I think either way, swapping to Quagsire is not a bad play, because I would resist Volt Switch there too. And just in case it's not, I'd rather, not lock myself in a bad matchup. This is interesting. I can actually outpace here with my Aqua Tails, and since I have access to Water Gun as my fast move, I can actually just pace a little bit quicker than they might like. Get his shield. 5. I mean, I know that's an Icy Wind. I feel like it's not a bad idea, though, to shield this up, because I can probably flip the 2-shield matchup here. But the problem is, they don't have to shield, because I wasn't able to reach a Stone Edge. Water Gun's obviously not the quickest energy generation attack in the game. Okay, but we get a shield anyway. Ooh, a little bit of a greedy play by our opponent here. They must have thought I was a little bit further away from my Aqua Tail than I was, but, I mean, while Aqua Tail's not a good move, it's not that bad. Now I have 1 switch and shield advantage, which is likely a good thing for us here. I get my Stunfisk against this Fortress, that is. Ooh, nice catch. I don't think that's gonna matter, though, because, I mean, I threw the Ground-type move anyway, and the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure a Dark Pulse from a ZWEILOUS is gonna do more damage than a Mud Bomb would into that Fortress, right? So if I just build up a lot of energy here, they're going to be in a bit of a tricky position where they're not really going to want to throw energy against us, but they have to with their Fortress. Nice, I survived 2 of those. But honestly, I don't really know if I want to. Well, I mean, I want to survive the move, but I don't know if I want to take that attack just yet. Maybe I could have just shielded this and overfarmed, but I'm going to do this instead. I don't know if I could have reached a Dark Pulse there. Maybe I'm throwing. It's hard to say. But I still have a shield. They do have a lot of energy, which could be scary if they're on Earthquake. I can't swap out, so I give them a massive farm down there, actually. So if they're on Earthquake, they could actually still win this game. If they're on Sand Tomb, though, then I'd probably win it. Okay, Sand Tomb, that helps out quite a bit. Because those charge attacks, as you can see, don't really do that much damage. I'm going to no-shield the first 2, shield the third, if they do get to a third, that is, and try to get to 2 more Mud Bombs here. But maybe 1 Mud Bomb plus the Thunder Shocks could also knock out, because they didn't debuff us, but I need 5 more Thunder Shocks for my next Mud Bomb here. Yeah, I might just farm down. It'll be, like, right when I get it. Yeah. Okay, not the cleanest way I could have played that out. Honestly, I probably should have just shielded against the Ufisk and got a Dark Pulse for the Fortress, but, it still worked out, so I'll take the win. Okay, next opponent here. Hopefully no more Fortress on the lead. It's gonna be a Fortress on the lead. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna see today. Maybe one day they'll be on Volt Switch, though. No, it seems like Bug Bite is the common moveset here today. Okay, well, that's not really a counter to us. Honestly, I kind of want to see this here, right? I mean, I have a huge energy lead. So I think I can flip this, which is not bad. I wonder if it's like their own Ufisk in the backline. Shield that, okay. I think I survive an Aqua Tail, but it would be maybe a little bit uncomfortable. Double shield, okay. Honestly, I don't know if I survive. So I'm just going to no-shield, because they would outpace us to the next move. I do survive, but they mudshot us down, I think. Yeah, just barely. That's a little bit unfortunate. But I can farm this down. I mean, energy on ZWEILOUS is going to at least do some damage into that Fortress later on, so I'm fine shielding this. I do kind of wish they had more HP here. Kind of strange thing to say, but it's true. They swap out, which is kind of odd to me. I wonder if they're on Earthquake, or not. I mean, I feel like they would have Sand Tombed if they had that as their moveset. It should be in range where 2 Mud Bombs knock out. Basically. Maybe they rocked him to make it so the next one wouldn't be enough, though. That could kind of be a smart play. I'm a little bit worried now that maybe this team is just crazy, and they have a Wigglytuff in the back line. Oh, it is on Earthquake. Okay, fair enough. I honestly wasn't expecting an Earthquake Fortress here, but that's kind of an interesting idea. I think they might be scared of a Talonflame. They're trying to bait it back out, keep their Quagsire around for it. Simul KO, okay. Weird. Whoa. I probably just one-shot this, right? I would have to imagine I do. Shadow Aerodactyl? Yeah. Well, they're having some fun. Okay, next opponent. Probably not expecting another Shadow Aerodactyl, but I'd be happy to avoid a Fortress lead. Okay, not bad. They're likely on Superpower here, so we have to keep that in mind for the coverage move. But the best thing about this is our backline is pretty soft at Chestnut, so winning Switch Advantage here would be pretty nice. Not even like winning Switch Advantage, rather, but like just knocking out this Chestnut. That's going to be the big thing. They're at 9, so 1 away from back-to-back. Yes, that's a lot of damage. And I get my move off here. That's really good. So now I can guarantee that if they do want to go and shield this attack up, that I can make it a little bit uncomfortable for them. I'll shield this. It's going to be a superpower. They're in Mud Bomb range, or like Aqua Tail range, maybe even Water Gun down range at this point too. I might barely survive that, but I feel like if you're staying in the lead, then you're probably a little bit scared of ZWEILOUS, so I'm going to shield this up. Okay. That's not bad to see. I gave him a bit of an energy lead here, but I think that Quagsire is just so strong into Ufisk that it doesn't really matter. They're at 11, so 3 away from a third Mud Bomb. They have 2, and they're at 2, right? Or 7, or 6, 7, 8. Okay. So they're 1 away from their next attack here. I'll have to throw after 1 more Water Gun. If they bring in a Ufisk, though, into my ZWEILOUS, I kind of wonder, like, what if it's like a Talonflame in the back? I could see that making sense. I feel like there's never a world where we get a shield here. They probably always let this go. Then they come back in Chestnut, farm us down. Oh, they survived that. Hold on, that could be a little bit annoying, actually. Man, I was not expecting to survive into the DRE. Alright, well, we'll just come in ZWEILOUS, I guess. Whoa. What is up with my opponents right now? We got some, like, real Spice Lords. What the heck? Okay. That's like 2 insane rock types. I want to keep in mind, we're high up on the leaderboard. This is not Spice Land. This is probably top 250 in the world. People are using these Pokemon. What is going on? Okay, next opponent here. We've had some very spicy opponents recently. Let's see if we can have a less spicy one. All things considered, I think this is a good matchup. Unless they're on like Counter or Bug Bite. No, it's on the Shadow Claw moveset. So not bad, actually. Okay. I'm going to come in Quagsire here, because I know I survived 2 drill runs, and the rollout damage doesn't do all that much. And I have a lot of energy now on my ZWEILOUS. But my water guns are actually doing a little bit less than I thought they'd be doing. Just a little bit awkward. We'll go for the Stone Edge here to try to get either a guaranteed shield or a knockout, although I don't know if it would knock out anyway. Dunsparce is actually pretty bulky. Yeah, they do survive that. Just barely don't reach the move there. They're at 5, I believe. Tried to do a Dragon Breath there, but I guess it just didn't go through. That's fine. They're going to shield this, saying they are going to debuff me. Yeah. Lunge is super effective, but I resist the Shadow Claw damage, so that's why this matchup isn't that bad for us. I believe it's 6-6-5 for the lunges, so they're dry right now. Alright, they're at 6, so they have another lunge now. This is going to be an interesting game, because that Dunsparce is still around. But I think I can still shield this up and maybe farm down. They're at 7, so 1 past the lunge right now. 4 away from their next lunge. Okay, can't quite farm down. Don't like that. They're gonna shield this, obviously, and get the next move off, but they probably go for, like, a swap out here. Oh, they no shield. Okay. Interesting. They're gonna put us maybe into drill run range, but I don't know if a player is enough for that. Yeah, I don't think it quite is. And I still have my ZWEILOUS with a lot of energy on it, so this game's gonna get weird. It's gonna get very weird. They shield, obviously. That's the highest damaging move I have left in the game. Nice catch. But I mean, by catching, now they need 3 attacks to knock out my Eufisk. They're at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I should be in a decent spot here. I survive this, and I can get to a body slam with my ZWEILOUS as well. Smart parabolic, actually. Because that's going to make it so I do a lot less damage. We're at 4, I believe, right now. Let's force him to throw energy against us, though. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we survive this, but there might be a chance we do. Actually, maybe we do. I could see it. Okay, no. Should have stuck with my gut there. I mean, Parabolic doesn't knock us out, so they need a play rough. And I mean, Dark Pulse is going to do a lot more raw damage, and despite the defense increase, we should be able to knock out. Yeah. Okay, really nice catch by them, but honestly, that Dunsparce might have been able to reach another move against us, so I don't know if the catch really mattered that much, but they played very well by going for Parabolics at the end. Alright, final game in the set. We're 4-0 right now. Unfortunately, this is really bad. Whimsicott might just be the worst possible Pokemon that I can see. Haven't seen too many of these in this meta, but I guess today is the day of the crazy picks, so... Oh man, we probably lose this game, but we're gonna try our best. We're gonna go for the Body Slam Chip and Dip here, because, I mean, that does some damage. I can outpace them by doing that. Oh man, I don't even know what to do here. They're at 10, so... I mean, they have back-to-back already. Yeah, I have to shield twice, unfortunately. But I mean, I need to get this thing out of here, so I'm fine going for the shields. Okay, 2. But how do I even finish this off? Is there a chance I just get completely swept by this Pokemon? Yes. A very high chance, actually. Oh, man. Yeah. How do I... What do I do? I mean, I think I survive a Seed Bomb here. They don't need to catch. Oh, my goodness. It's like, as if it couldn't be worse, a Water Gun Quagsire comes in. Just to be like, you know what? You thought you were gonna knock out the Whimsicott? Oh, man. Maybe I get a shield here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens. We don't even get a shield. Oh, man. What a bad way to finish off this set. We were so good up until that point. That is unfortunate. I mean, Whimsicott is obviously unplayable, but then you bring in the fact that that wasn't his only Euphis counter, and the fact that I have no way of knocking out a Whimsicott, and, I mean, I think I tried my best there, but we still got a good set. Okay, next game. Man, 3,300s. This player is up here pretty high. Okay, Altaria. They would not want to see a Whimsicott lead, but they'd actually have probably more play, saying they actually have charge attack coverage against it. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse here, just to get a lot of damage against them, if possible. There's a lot of things that can be in the back with this. Obviously, Altaria is about one of the best Pokemon in this meta. I could have attempted a catch there, but it's not like a guarantee they'd throw the energy in. I mean, I have to catch on my Eufisk, which isn't really a safe swap, so... Whoa. What the heck? That is a Salamence. This person really doesn't want to see Whimsicott. Somehow they're weaker than I am to it. With that said, I don't know how I knock this out. It's probably on Brutal Swing and Fly, though, right? So, I mean, the charge attacks aren't going to do that much to us. Although it's a Shadow Salamence, so what am I saying? It's going to do still a decent chunk. Yeah. I'm not going to shield that, but maybe I should. Like, we're getting low on our Eufisk here. And if it is another flying dragon in the back, then my Quagsire's in a pretty bad spot. Let that go. They probably bring in their final Pokemon here. Please, let me get to 2. Yeah, I do. I need to land this attack. I need to be able to not get Dragon Breath down by that Dragonite. Okay, that helps. If they let this go, then... I mean, I might Water Gun down. I mean, they have to Superpower, probably, right? And if they do that, maybe I Snipe down with a Dragon Breath. Man, it's going to be so close, though. I'm not sure. They do Superpower, so that's a bit of their defense gone. Okay, we just Water Gun down. That is a crazy team. Please tell me they Q into the Whimsicott trainer, too. So it's not just me suffering to that Pokemon. Alright, next game. We've seen some crazy stuff today. Honestly, I think I've seen it all at this point. I guess I wall this, right? Unless we're running Flash Cannon or Mirror Shot. Alright. I should have probably swapped immediately here, but I didn't. Okay. They probably go for a Fly against us. I see no reason they do anything else. Yeah, so I farm all the way down. And I save some of my HP and energy on my ZWEILOUS. And, I mean, it's not like Eufisk can't put in some damage into Ferrothorn. So that's why I came in Pharaoh rather than Quagsire. They can't really farm us down. Bullet Seed is honestly just such a sad attack. But they're going to get to 100 energy here. They're at 4. So they're at 50 right now, basically. 4 more Bullet Seeds and they're at the next Mud Bomb. Or, dude, they don't have Mud Bomb, I do. They're at the next Power Whip is what I should be saying. I guess, honestly, if they let us get another Mud Bomb off, though, they're really low. Yeah, so they have to throw here. Okay. So it's been Ferrothorn plus a Flyer. It could be another Flyer in the back. Honestly, I probably should have just swapped instantly here, but I feel like getting the shield down also isn't a bad idea. I respect this, though, quite a bit. Okay. They'll get an Air Cutter into us, which I don't love. I don't think I want to put myself into Bullet Seed downrange. It might be a strange play to shield this when there's a Quagsire in the backline, but Water Gun damage is going to add up quite a bit. I think you one-turn lagged. I threw after 6 because it kind of looked like you one-turn lagged, and I wanted to throw on what would have been good timing, and it looked like that worked. Okay, I should be able to Dragon Breath this down now. Definitely not the cleanest way I could have played this out, but I think it's going to work. Because he needs 2 Power Whips against ZWEILOUS to knock us out here. And yeah, Dragon Breath does at least 2 damage per turn. Counterintuitive to shield the Quagsire, but I feel like it wasn't a bad play. I didn't want to be in a spot where they could Bullet Seed us down and then make it so they could then go for like 2 Power Whips against ZWEILOUS. Alright, we kind of alignment gamed our way through that game. Unfortunately, I guess we do triple counter those Fire Flyers. Well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for them. Okay, next game. You've seen some fun teams. Are we going to get a good matchup? Not a bad one. Honestly, this is where I want to see it, right? We have 2 ground types in the backline, and ZWEILOUS is by far our best answer here to Cradily. But honestly, I bet a Rock Tomb does hurt quite a bit. So we'll see what they want to do. They're at 6 right now, or 7 rather, so they have a Rock Tomb. They're 6 away from their next attack. Dark Pulse is going to get a shield, who would have thought? Okay. I do survive a Rock Tomb here, But it could be a little bit worrying no-shielding this, just because I might be in acid downrange. Say I might, as if I'm not in the process of getting Rock Tomb down. They're at 6 right now. They probably don't shield the second time. Yeah. If they bait us here, so be it, but I can't really risk losing 2 Pokemon this early on. Okay, nice. We don't call the bait. And we bait out a Gastro, which is also pretty good for us. 5. They have a potential Water Pulse right now. I don't love seeing this Pokemon, I'll be honest. They do let that go, though. They Body Slam? Okay, good. It's annoying, but I think I have to shield this, just because, like, how do I knock this out if I don't land this attack against him? I'm going to undercharge a little bit, just in case they do let it go, so that way maybe I can get a farm down. Okay, nice. I was kind of hoping it would be something like that, where I just have, like, a lot of play with my Ufisk, saying it was kind of bad against the rest of the team. Likely on Flame Charge here, but I can get to 2 discharges against them before they're going to be able to get to a second Flame Charge against us. Like, I still have a lot of fast food pressure left over on my Quagsire, so even if this doesn't knock them out, we should still be fine. Which I don't think 1 discharge will be enough, but it will put them pretty low. Yeah, we just go for fast moves now. And now we start tapping. They have no HP on their Cradily, no HP on Talonflame, no HP on their Gastrodon. So I think just a couple Water Guns is all it's going to take to win this game. Down goes Talon. Down goes Cradily. They had a bit more HP here than I remembered, but, you know, still enough to farm down. And then down goes Gastro. Let me do it! No! They don't give me the sweep. Okay, that's fine. Alright, final battle of the set. Shadows Vilas into Cradily. Okay, we saw this a second ago. Was a little bit of a scary matchup, but it's very playable for Xylas. I hope I didn't miss out on a Dragon Breath there. A little bit of, like, a laggy start. Oh, I think I did, actually. Might have lagged or something there. That's really not ideal. I'm going to shield the first attack up, because, I mean, we saw how annoying this matchup is. I might as well shield. But man, missing out on that turn is actually really bad. It makes it so now I can't CMP on the final attack. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't miss out on a turn. I thought I did. But getting this CMP kind of guarantees we didn't miss out on a turn, I guess. Which is good news. Okay, Rock Tomb's not going to knock us out here. But I also don't really want to give him a farm down, so I think I'm going to swap myself into my Quagsire. They don't get a move here if they stay in. Thank you for staying in, I guess. That's a lot of energy to give over to a Quagsire. That was quick. Okay. Nice. See, that's why his Vilas is good. You force Cradilius to stay in, and then Quagsire sweeps, I guess. Oh. Wait, we have another battle. I thought it was our last game. I'm crazy. Okay, real final battle this time. Let's try to win this one. We're actually 4-0. Okay, not my favorite lead matchup, but I bet that Xylas honestly can put in some work here. Because I do outpace. Before they get to a close combat, at least. I wonder if they're on Rock Slide as well. That could be an idea. Alright. I'm going to no-shield this. I think I survive a Rock Slide or a Night Slash, but if they do close combat, that's fine. Okay. They actually do. Well played to them. Honestly, that's like... was not expecting that. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so if they go for a bait here, which they probably will, that might be a little bit uncomfortable. They actually do bait. Yeah, because now they get a close combat off. Ah, man. Okay. I mean, surely they have a Talonflame in the backline, so that thing's just completely pinned in this game. But I should have no-shielded that Night Slash. That's a bit of a misplay by me. Oh, bad timing by me. I thought that was a Golurk that came in. It's actually a Runerigus. Still not a bad Pokemon for my Quagsire to see, though. As long as they don't Shadow Ball us, I guess. They let that go. Interesting. 5. Okay, that's just a Brutal Swing. I know for a fact I survived that. They're 4 away from their next attack, though, so have to keep that in mind. Can I farm down? I'm going to catch here on my Ufisk. I think that 5 Thundershocks knock this out, and I save a lot of energy on my Quagsire. I would be a little bit worried about, like, double ground, though, on the back line, if that's something that they might have. No, actually, it's, Galarian Weezing of all things. Not exactly a Pokemon that wants to fight a Ufisk, but it can be a bit of a scary Pokemon just in general, because it has so much damage. They let that go, makes sense, I guess. Okay, I don't fall for the catch. So now I don't get knocked out by a Brutal Swing. They have to overheat us to knock us out. And I'm also right at the move here. So I'll go for the combo play. Nice. Okay, that's a 5-0. What an insane team. Pangoro Weezing Core. Honestly, ZWEILOUS did enough work, I guess, to win that game. It was mainly Quagsire, though, in the backline, once again, just kind of popping off. Honestly, kind of it's just the best Pokemon in the meta, I think. I think Shadow Quagsire's, it's got to be the best Pokemon in the meta, literally. But, I mean, ZWEILOUS is not bad either. Put in enough work today to give us another 5-0 here, so that's pretty great. 32-75, oh boy. The Q times are going to start getting bad. I really think Shadow's ZWEILOUS is a pretty solid pick right now. I'm kind of surprised I don't see more people using it. I guess maybe it's just a little bit hard to get your hands on, but either way, if you have one, you should give this team a go. It's a lot of fun to use. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.